Some hours ago, we finally saw the second trailer of the awaited Pokemon Scarlet and Violet games. A lot of exciting details regarding this brand new generation of Pokemon were shown. Knowing all of this, it's time for me to do what I do best, and that's discuss the anime. How will the new Pokemon, characters, locations, and everything else coincide with the man himself, Champion Ash? His potential exciting journey through this new region is looking bright. So, let's talk about it. The Pokemon anime has been following the same traditional format ever since it began, with Ash and his companions travelling through a region in the same linear order as the games. This consisted of defeating all the gyms from strongest to weakest, meeting all the Pokemon, and Ash finally entering the league. However, this format changed in Gen 6, where Ash would now stay on Melemele Island in Alola and only go to the other 3 islands for important adventures, ending the so-called traditional format we grew to know. This change in format continued into the current series, Pokemon Journeys, where Ash alongside Gohs stay in Kanto and head to all 8 regions for Pokemon research. Journeys was the first for the anime to ever venture to more than one region in a series, but this greatly fitted the goals of our 2 main characters, Ash and Go, to become world champion for Ash and meet all the Pokemon in the world for Go. After these goals were established, it didn't come as a surprise. Now that Ash and the anime have left the traditional format, it's very hard to decide to go back to the old one even though so many of us love to see it. Now with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet being the first ever open world games in the series, as well as having a world that is free to explore at your own leisure and not in any order dictated by the story, as stated by the official Pokemon website, the anime as a whole will have to adapt to some major new changes in how the new series is written. Why I say this is because with this new open world styled game that is not, and let me repeat, not dictated by a story, it means you should be able to go to the 8th gym as referred to in the past right at the start of the game, then head over to the 3rd gym and then the 6th gym. From Gen 1 to 6, Ash has always followed the traditional format of going from gym to gym, which I personally loved. But if the games aren't dictated by a story, it means that the anime will now have to create their own original order that Ash actually travels in. I don't think this will be such a huge challenge for them, but creatively, the anime is free to have Ash go through this new region in any order they prefer, marking a big step for the Pokemon anime as it becomes more original, which is just crazy and so exciting to think about. Moving us on to the new professor of the region, or shall I say professors, because this time we have 2 stunning ones, Professor Sada and Turo. In every game before our adventure starts, we meet a professor who introduces us to the new region. This is also the same with the anime. In the Scarlet and Violet games, both professors will be version exclusive, but in the anime, the 2 of them will appear somewhere and somehow. I have 2 ideas of how they could establish these characters in the series. One is that both professors will meet Ash once he arrives in the region, or Ash meets say Sada at the beginning and later on in his journey he meets Turo. Both of these choices would be great options to introduce the new professors, but I'm just looking forward to see Ash interact with them. Okay, now for one of my favourite parts of the trailer, and that's the reveal of our new rival. This time we have Nemona, a sunny, energetic trainer who loves Pokemon battles. She will also be our friend as well as our rival in the game. 2 things I can already say about her is 1, I love her design, and 2, she is our first ever solo female rival, which is so awesome. When it comes to both Nemona and Ash's relationship, I can see it going 2 ways for the anime. The first one is that she becomes Ash's main rival for the series, which is something I could definitely see happening. We do know from the website that Nemona is a very experienced and powerful trainer. Due to this, she may be able to bring something new to the table that even Ash has never seen before. Just because Ash is a champion now, it doesn't mean there aren't stronger trainers out there in the world. So I love for Nemona to be Ash's new main rival. The second option we have is that she becomes one of Ash's companions. Now this is something I can highly see occurring. Even though she is a powerful trainer, the website does say that she doesn't seem the best at throwing Pokeballs, which I think infers to her not being all that great at catching Pokemon. If this really is the case, I could totally see her being a companion to Ash, but different, because for this series, Ash would play the role of a mentor to Nemona, teaching her how to get better at battling as well as catch Pokemon, the same kind of relationship he had with May and Dawn when they started out their journeys. I personally think having Ash as the mentor in this series would be perfect, especially if he defeats Leon in Journeys. However, one of the arguments against her being a companion is that she loves to battle, and this may conflict with Ash, who is also a battler. Never before in the anime have we had a rival from the games become a companion for Ash, so the writers might have a hard task doing the same with Nemona, even though I'd love to see this happen nonetheless. This follows my next huge point. Just because Ash becomes world champion doesn't mean he will leave the anime. Now this is a debate the community is definitely split by. Will Ash stay for the Gen 9 anime, or will he leave the spotlight after 25 years? Without getting too into it, we know Ash's main goal is to become a Pokemon master. From a recent interview by Ash's Japanese voice actor, Rika Matsumoto, she actually states that winning the World Championships alone does not tie into becoming a Pokemon master. However, becoming a world champion is just another step to Ash achieving his goal of becoming a Pokemon master, confirming at the end of Journeys, Ash will not have achieved this dream established 25 years ago. Ash Ketchum is still a 10-year-old boy who loves to travel and meet new Pokemon, so I could see him coming to this new region, befriending loads of Pokemon and making a team similar to his black and white roster, but this time done right. Going over all of this, I personally believe that Ash will still be the main character for the Gen 9 anime. One thing we can't forget is that with every new region comes mysterious and powerful Pokemon that tie into the lore and history of its region, and that is of course the legendary Pokemon. For Scarlet and Violet, we have two new legends, Koraidon and Miraidon, who both look amazing. I'm sure that Ash will most likely encounter these legendaries through the new Evil Team arc, which is another thing I'm hoping is great this time around. But to break away from what has been done in the past, I hope that this time Ash gets to make more of a connection with Koraidon and Miraidon, possibly even end up catching either one, which I highly doubt will happen, but hey, no harm in hoping. Leaving us to the main question for this anime, and that is what will happen to Goh. Goh is certainly in a strange position regarding his new status going into the Gen 9 anime. This is because there's a lot of points for Goh staying in the anime as well as leaving. An important detail about Goh that does get forgotten quite easily is that he is a main protagonist just like Ash, meaning that both characters are exactly equal in status. Goh being a main character separates him from every companion in the past, because just like Ash, his goal is endless. He wants to catch every single Pokemon to finally catch Mew. So if Goh doesn't catch Mew, he can keep catching every single new Pokemon that gets made in the games, meaning that he may not ever leave the spotlight, exactly like Ash, because Goh doesn't have to catch Mew. So if the anime decide to keep Goh, don't be surprised, because it isn't out of the blue to have him stay with Ash and joining him on his new adventure into the Gen 9 anime. And I have a good feeling this may be the case. This new trailer has definitely got me excited to play the Scarlet and Violet games. Additionally though, just as excited to see the direction the anime takes when it comes to both Ash and Goh in the Gen 9 anime. Only time will tell. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you excited for the possibility of the Pokemon Scarlet Violet anime? And how do you think the writers will portray Ash's story this time? Comment them all down below. It's been your boy Orizora, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.